Hi, thank you so much for joining me today and for your time. I know we've been pretty busy, but I wanted to go ahead and share some important findings myself and my HR analytics team have unveiled in regards to some specific metrics we are tracking in terms of absenteeism. And so I just want to provide this overview to the analytics associated with our employee absences. And I know we all feel the impact of this. I know we're a small team, but absenteeism requires additional supervisor output, such as additional time spent by our leaders fixing issues, finding replacements, or doing the work themselves. So I know that's been a common theme on our team feedback reporting, that they have felt that they are truly spending a lot of time picking up the slack from our workers that are unable to make it in. And it really does impact our quality and our quality of work. I know our client customer service is our top priority, and when we don't have our team here, it's definitely causing our customer satisfaction to go down. And then our work is done less efficiently by another employee. So when other teams have to pick up the other projects or clients, it's definitely not the same as that main point of contact that they were provided from the beginning. And so one thing I want to share is our absenteeism rate. But as an outline, this is simply our days or hours missed by our employees divided by the employees multiplied by their working days or hours. So to sum it up, last week we were 12% at an absenteeism rate, and that's really high for our team. And that was 240 hours missed, so we had 30 shifts missed. So that was definitely not beneficial for our week overall. And we divide that by 50 of our employees multiplied by their 40-hour work week, equaling 2,000. So that's how you divide 240 divided by 2,000, and you get this 12% for absenteeism overall. But I do want to transition over to the impact this is having on our supervisors. And just to start, we want to really just showcase how this is best represented in total dollars we're losing due to their hours spent working on other projects for the absences. So first we want to go ahead and take the estimated number of our supervisors working hours lost per week. So on average, this is about 3.4 hours, and we're multiplying that by the total number of supervisors who have dealt with our absence problem. So that's about 1/5 of our team. Our frontline team is taking care of those issues and rerouting projects. And then we are multiplying that by our total number of working weeks per year, which is 35. And then 1,190 hours spent per year. So that's what we have come down to. So we're going to multiply those hours, 1,190 hours spent on managing absenteeism, by our leader's hourly rate. So that would give us the total dollars lost. Next, we want to transition to how this impacts our reduced quality of work. And when it comes to this type of factor, we really look at different things. So we have to look into other reporting, and I'd be happy to share that with you as we follow through on some commitments we want to make after this presentation on reducing absenteeism. But here we have technology downtime, and that could be, all of our software not being utilized, some of our, teammates not utilizing all the new programs we've introduced, and those are costly. For example, I know we just implemented Workday, and if we don't have, our HR team and managers here, we are definitely feeling the impact of not getting a return on that investment. And then we have increases in rework, specifically having to go back and correct projects or deliverables that were not done properly due to maybe that person who was responsible for that project not following through and not coming in for the full amount of time required for that. And also, our clients may request us to go back, and they may be unsatisfied with their final project. So that's where, we're going to have reduced quality, and we're not going to exceed our customers' expectations if, the original representative they were associated to the project with is not present. And then that definitely connects to clients' dissatisfaction. So I think we feel the most negative feedback when we have the highest amount of absences. So I'd be happy to share more correlation with that in the future as we continue to build on this issue. And then there's going to be some financial costs to substitute workers or employees. And so on average, there's about 1.6% of payroll spent on rerouting work and having other employees, such as our temporary and part-time workers when we have peak season, come through and work on the team. And so our average hourly rate here is $88.02. Then we're going to go ahead and multiply that by 2,080 hours per year worked. And then we have 50 employees on our team right now, so we're going to also multiply it by that. And then we are going to go ahead and take 1.6% of that total of those three items multiplied. So 1 point times it by 0.016. We're going to get a total amount of $146,000 and $146,465.28 being spent on our substitute employees, which is definitely not looking good for us. We could definitely be investing those funds elsewhere in our growing company. And lastly, I just want to say thanks for taking the time to go ahead and listen to all of these different aspects of absenteeism here at Macje. And I look forward to continuing to build on improving this in the organization. And I'll go ahead and take any of your feedback and implement it into my next presentation in regards to how our analytics team is doing. Thanks so much.